Let it rip.
Hey, yo, welcome to another episode of Off the Beaten Path, your new favorite podcast. If you don't mind, like, comment, and subscribe. That would help us out a lot. But today we have Shoobie. How are y'all doing today?
What's up?
Pretty good.
How's it going?
Great.
Shoobie is back. Times
We're
3
back.
this time.
We're back again.
Shit, times 4. We got Alex Jones busy. You got anything you want to say before we start, Alex?
He's just gonna whisper in my ear the whole time. I'll let you know if he has anything to say.
This podcast is the best goddamn podcast that's fucking out there.
He's been bothering us for months because he hasn't had access to anything, so he's been bothering. We're the only people here.
He wants us to buy his supplements really badly.
Yeah.
Hell
This
yeah.
we're terrified of him. We believe he's got most of our family held at gunpoint. So.
Yeah.
Most
Alex
likely.
Jones is one of the wildest human beings alive.
I think he's gonna be the first human to like explode.
Yeah. No, someone said that he's like the human equivalent to meat sweats, and I like definitely resonate with that.
His supplement is just a small sausage.
Sweaty sausage.
Sweaty sausage.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. He stresses himself out. It's his own
For real,
doing,
dude.
but
Blood pressure is through the roof, probably.
yeah.
We all know we're better off than Alex. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
doing
Yes.
all
right. Big time.
That's a good measure of health.
Yeah, I don't get how that guy's trying to sell supplements with his the way he looks.
Yeah. Very upside down triangle man.
That's real talk though. I was in the gym one time like years back, and there was this dude. He was a physical trainer, and it's like, wait a minute, there is no way I would trust you with my physical body. Yeah, same with Alex Jones, son of a bitch.
I guess that's
Fuck yeah, but yeah, we've already talked to Parker. Y'all can go watch that episode if you're watching this. But I just want to kind of Nick and Ethan, like, when did y'all pick up music?
Do you want to go first, Nick, or do you want me to go first?
I can go.
All right.
So I grew up in like a super musical family. My dad's a drummer, like his dad was a guitarist, and I have 3 older sisters. I'm the youngest. And so like my oldest sister picked up the guitar. I don't think she plays anymore. And then the other 2 sisters are twins. And then one of them just touches every instrument, and she's like a master at it. She mainly plays the drums. And then my other sister is like a insanely good singer and guitarist. And so like it was kind of forced upon me at a young age. Not in a bad way. It was just like that's what all the other kids did. So it was like, oh, it's your turn. And there's no bassist yet. So they were like, you have to play the bass. But it was fine.
Yeah.
I think it was probably like 7 or 8 when I started taking it more seriously. I think, or maybe high school. I don't know. It's just it's been in my family, so I guess just when I was born, type of deal.
Came out
I
playing
guess-
instruments and shit. Yeah,
I guess my situation is like pretty much the opposite of that, because no one in my family, I mean, my dad is starting to be more musically inclined, and I think that that's just because like I'm in a band, and so like he's been teaching himself guitar. But like prior to me being in a band, I was like the only person in my family that actually like played an instrument. And like I don't know, I mean I'm primarily self-taught, but I got my first drum kit when I was like in 8th grade or something like that. And like really I just kind of played because it sounded really fun. And before that I was really good at beatboxing, and like I also just like because of sports I kind of had like a natural sense of rhythm and stuff. But yeah, so like I bought my kit, and I would just like try and learn songs like through listening to music on my headphones, and I would blast it so it was so loud that I didn't know if I was like actually playing the right thing, but I just went with it. But like, then when EDM got really huge, like I sold my drum kit for a Native Instruments machine that I got absolutely no use out of. And like really I hadn't played the drums up until I moved to Oshkosh in 2017, which was probably like I hadn't played the drums for like 6 years or something like that. And so then Parker was like one of the first people I met in Oshkosh at my older brother's surprise birthday party. And like he posted a video of him playing guitar, and he had a drum kit in his background. I was like, dude, bring that thing over, like let's jam. And like eventually he just moved into my house, and like we would just play all the music that he wrote, and like I would maybe like try and mix it up a little bit. But again, like, I know how to play the drums. Beyond that, I don't know anything about drums. But yeah, I mean, Parker and I just jived really well, and like I think a lot of our musical interests. I mean, Parker has taught me like personally a lot about music, and like it's definitely helped my playing style develop. But really, it's like kind of weird to say, but like being in the band has gotten me into music. So I guess long story short, that's kind of how that rolls with me. And it's been the funnest thing that has ever happened in my life. So
Man,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm kind of the same way as you, Ethan. Like I play bass,
Sick.
but I don't know shit about music.
Yeah, right. Like sheet music. I have a music theory. I have a theory about that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like our guitarist, anytime he writes a song, I'm like, teach me how to play it, but make it easier, make it more simple. Definitely. Like I just want to be in the background. I don't know. Yeah. Cause like he can listen to music and listen to it a couple times and then know how to play the song. And it's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, when Parker asked, like, so starting out, it was just like Parker and I as a 2-piece, but like I remember like the day he asked me to play like our first show together, like I thought I was about to shit my pants, because I was like, I've never done anything like this. This is fucking crazy. And like, I quit sports because I had like a lot of performance anxiety, and like for some reason I thought that it was gonna be the same case for like our first show, but like it was just like so fun. And like ever since I started like playing our first show, that's just like the only thing that I've like treated it as. I mean, like just I just have like such a fun ass time, like
right.
That's about it. So,
and let me also ask you this, because I like if it's like a really big show, or if it's like the first show, I've played in a long time, I'm super nervous. Even on stage, I'm nervous as fuck. But as soon as that first note plays, it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be here. Is it the same with you, or when did the nerves go away with that first
honestly
show?
I guess because of the fact that I've like never really aspired to be a musician, like, I guess just like whenever I play like a pretty big show, I typically am like telling myself like, dude, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be here. You don't know shit about music. You just, whatever. But I mean, even still, like, I'm sure there's so many good musicians out there that are just like, all of us. And like, I really am like in my own little world. I don't really pay attention to a whole lot. I mean, I just hear the music that's in my ears, and like, it's I granted, because of the muscle memory, this things over and over and over, and being able to practice once a week is like super helpful. But like
we're not laughing at you, Ethan, but
no,
you sound like a robot. You're good, man.
You're disintegrated.
You're like hardcore robot.
Dude,
But can you hear me a little better?
Yeah.
Now we
okay. I guess long story short, I just kind of like things that I'm really paying attention to are just like, the band obviously, but just like really getting into my inner self and just going absolutely ape shit. And then I just have like the best time ever. And like, I don't know, when the adrenaline starts pumping, it's like there's nothing else that I am thinking about besides just slamming the cans,
Yeah, it's kind of like a roller coaster, unless you just hate roller coasters. But like before it,
dude.
But once you start going down,
I sweat like a goddamn pig. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. And like, Yeah. And like, yeah.
Fucking robot.
It's
just give it.
it's great too because it's like I burn so dude. Oh, can you hear me again? I'm sorry.
What is
Domo already got
happening?
so senior about
Yeah.
it.
What's going on?
Let me make sure. Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh.
It'd be better
Yeah,
because for some reason my Wi-Fi was turned off. Yeah. So
yeah.
we should be back in business.
Well, let me ask. I don't know his last name, but Mr. Guy. What do you have to say about Ethan's cyborgness? Has he told you anything, Nick?
Oh, Mr. Guy Fieri.
Fieri, yep.
He's kind of like controlling Ethan. If you could, he's got the Terminator look going, you know.
He turned his Wi-Fi off.
Got any intel on him? Like, what's Guy telling you about Ethan?
Don't trust him.
Yeah, I think Ethan's full of shit. Everything.
This guy's not even our drummer. He just showed up.
You know what? I hope that Guy Fieri diners driving and dies, dude.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
All right,
No,
Guy. He
I'm
does
just
not speak
kidding.
for the
I
whole
love
band.
Guy Fieri. I love Guy Fieri. Guy Fetti. Confetti.
Fetti.
I love confetti.
Hell yeah, Guy Fetti.
Guy
And
Fetti.
what about the other two? Like, because y'all just played they're like a pretty big fucking show, like in April.
Yeah.
April 9th, I think. Do y'all get nerves before shows anymore, even the like big ones?
yeah, absolutely.
That one big time. I was very nervous. I was probably more nervous for the rave, to be honest, just because it was like the first big show playing with Kenny, and like I guess because we kind of were like a lot cooler with him after the show. Like I felt a little more comfortable during the Majestic, but like, and this is just me, obviously, but like I was still just so freaking nervous because there were so many people there, and like I don't know. And it's like weird hearing yourself mic'd up like really loud because that in itself, it's like you can hear all your like flaws and stuff. So
Yeah.
but you know, I try and mask it the best I can. But
You said you were freaking out as well, Parker.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the nerves ever really stop, I guess.
It looked like you turned it into adrenaline though, because
No, yeah.
fucking...
where you can talk about like being nervous on stage, like because like I did the theater stuff as well, and what typically happens is like I don't know, I feel like I black out more, so like it just kind of happens, and then it like the show naturally occurs, and yeah, I usually just turn the nervous energy into frantic like energy.
Yeah,
typically.
It really showed, definitely showed. And
Yeah.
but in a good way, you know. And what about you, Nick? That show in particular?
I don't know why. I can't talk in front of large groups of people. Like I can't stand in front of a classroom without getting like flush red, but I don't like I've always been fine playing shows and stuff. I've never had like a bad like nervous thing. Like before we played at like the rave and the Majestic and stuff, I farted a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I think I had like nervous farts, but that was kind of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything about it, but
Yeah, I sat in the toilet for a couple minutes, but
you know, dude, we might be rhythm section, but you know, it comes with some stank sometimes.
I'm just
Yeah,
really good at
that
making a
well-being
fool out of
burritos.
myself.
That
Yeah,
anxiety diarrhea.
Nick is the past because we just came back from like a 4-show run, and I feel like it might just be me because I've been the only one saying it, but Nick has become like the stage general. To the like there's moments where he's really just the commander. There for a while there, I really thought that I was, you know, I was like, I'm the commander, I'm the
Right.
but no, that's not how
Yeah,
it is.
dude. Nick is a freaking black belt in crowd control, dude.
Merely a pawn, and Nick really does all the heavy lifting on stage when it comes to the antics.
The secret is drinking before the show.
Yes. Yes.
Gotta be loose.
And definitely not smoking. I don't know how people do it.
So like,
because
I don't
each
smoke
their
at
own.
all, so
good. Drinking's good.
And then I drink and I'm like, I don't care what happens.
Yeah, because I'm the same way. Like drinking and playing on stage, it's like super loose, but it's like,
Oh, yeah.
sober, it's okay. But smoking, I'm like, everyone's staring at me. I'm the bass player. Why is everyone staring at me? But no one's really staring at me, you know. But yeah.
Hmm.
My goal is to break the stigma of bass players just standing there.
Mm.
So I just go supremely over the top and roll around on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
he's
entertaining.
a lead bass player.
No,
And the best part is no one knows if I mess up because it's the bass. He's doing fine.
He's hitting the strings in rhythm. He's good.
Right?
Man, the bass tone that y'all used on the newest album, like that tone is so nice. I don't know if that's you, Nick, or if it's pedals or the producer that or engineer, but that shit's nice.
What if I told you that's nothing? It's just I got a I got a Stingray, like active bass, like a Ernie Ball Stingray. And I have, which the amp is destroyed now. Well, not destroyed, but broken. And it was just DI'd into it. And it was just my active bass going through my hard key high drive 210C. So it's 210s with like all equalized, like everything. Bass was cranked up a little bit higher than the highs, but no effects. I don't know. I think
wow.
Isaac kind of tweaks some stuff. Isaac, the guy who mixed and mastered and recorded all of it, Isaac Lamers. I think he might have thrown, especially for We All Come From the Same Pit. I think he tweaked it a little bit and added a little bit more thickness to it, but active pickups, thick.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
super
had a
thick.
nice fuzz to it.
Yeah. I think that just might be how my amp was broken. I didn't notice it until
Yeah,
Well,
I think he
don't
may have
fix
added.
it.
well, it's done now. It's the low end on it. It's just when you play like the E and the A string, it just farts the whole time.
The brown
Fix it
note.
halfway to like where it was on the album.
Right. Yeah, shit sounded good. Cause what was it? I think it's a title track where it just starts off with you.
Yeah, We All Come From the Same Pit.
Yeah, shit sounds. Yes, it's thick. It's definitely thick. And
I'm gonna listen to it quick and see if
It's fuzzy, man.
it's nice.
Yeah, dude.
In a good way. Forgetting What's Happening.
Yeah.
With that song, do you mind explaining the lyrics? I try to keep a straight face. Anyways, when did how did
I was thinking, I was like, he's got the wrong song there. No
I
fucking
was gonna
lyrics.
say, I was like, wait, did you actually listen to this?
Oh, I try to keep a straight face.
Dead giveaway. Nate
That was
hasn't
good.
listened to the album.
Right. No, but with that song, did y'all go into it with this is gonna be an instrumental, or did it just kind of flow that way?
No.
there were lyrics.
Yeah, there was a song around it. And I wrote this whole album I originally wrote on acoustic guitar. And I originally played it acoustically, and I only played it instrumentally for a very long time at home, and I never brought it to the band until later. And after I started playing it with the band on guitar, electric guitar, I was like, well, maybe I should add some lyrics. I have a mic in front of me, and kind of wrote some back at home and brought them. And then I just didn't like it anymore. I didn't like the song as much as I used to, and I couldn't focus on the guitar playing as much. And so I was like, I think this was meant to be an instrumental song.
Right.
I don't know if I was kind of pissed off at the lyrics. I don't know if the lyrics actually sounded bad or anything, or the melody was bad or anything, but yeah, no, I just didn't like it with words. So it was an instrumental, and it sounds like I think it's interesting enough instrumentally where it can kind of stand on its own.
I think it's
Right.
cool that like Nick used his like synth almost as like the lyrics, it was like
Yeah, it carried the melody for sure.
definitely.
Not this Nick. We have
Nick-
a keys player, Nick Morrissey, who's not here right now. It really carried this record. to a different level, I would say.
And when did he join y'all's band? Because for some reason I don't remember him being in it.
He joined just this album. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And what do y'all think has changed from Gunk to this album, like musically with y'all?
From 2 drummers to a synth player.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
You can go.
I think the approach with writing it was a lot different. I wrote it on acoustic. It was probably better place, you know, personally. And Gunk, I feel like I was writing in down-tuned guitar riffs, and I was doing a lot of baritone guitar stuff. So I think it just like those 2 instruments alone, going from like baritone and drop tuned guitar to like just an acoustic, like a short scale acoustic guitar in my little like sunroomy kind of place. The vibe just kind of changed a little bit, although we still hung on to that punk element. But yeah, I think it was just like, how can I make something kind of the same energy as Gunk, but in a different direction, like positive, and include like past catalog kind of feeling.
Right. And Guy Ferrari's back.
Super guy.
Super guy.
Update, guys, hit back.
And one thing I really like about the sonic palette of the album is how there's so much stuff that you would typically take out that's left in, like feedback and like string noise, and like you can hear stuff bleeding into different instruments' mics. Was everything recorded live at the same time, or was it recorded live and single track?
It was live at the same time. We all just preferred to do it that way, and like in the past it was we did it, we've always tried to do it live, and in the past we did it in like a more enclosed area, but this time we were all in the same room, like kind of sitting in a circle. I didn't do the vocals at the same time. We overdubbed like lead guitars, some key parts, I think a couple bass parts, and did vocals afterwards. So most of it's live. There's a few songs that are probably entirely live. But yeah, that's just kind of like, I hate like the recording usually ends up being my least favorite thing. And then the live show, I feel like it's said all the time, is like where you really enjoy the music. And I feel that way. So I'm like, how can I make the recorded version as close to just the live thing? So maybe
that's how rock and roll used to be recorded back in the day, like
player, dude.
Yeah, and it has that live feeling to it, you know, because like Bobby said, like the feedback and shit, like it doesn't sound like it was forced, like, ooh, let's have feedback right here. You know, it just sounds like, hey, this would be a good place to have feedback. Let's keep it in, and it has that live sound. So y'all pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, we practice it to death, like before we record for sure. And the feedback thing, we were achieving a lot on, like, we all come from the same pit. Like, I can say that feedback was kind of like almost doctored in a way, not like we fixed it in post, but we, like, after playing it live so much, Leah and I kind of tweaked our fuzzes and our like reverb so that it would give like a good feedback for that, like those moments where we like break. So we discovered it, and then we were like, oh, we should include that somehow.
Is Bobby gone?
Bobby.
All right, Bobby. My roommate always says that, and y'all both fucking pull that Hank Hill off really good.
Bobby.
Yeah. He'll come back eventually. I guess it's
why did he leave the Zoom call?
Actually, I want to speak of that. So I don't know if you do impersonations and shit, but that's a good one. But where did the beatboxing, like, how did you start doing that shit?
Well, like ever since I was really little, I would grind my teeth a lot, like you know, just doing shit like that. And like really, like, I guess for me, like whenever I would do beatboxing, it was really like with my mouth closed. So I would just be like making these weird sounds in my mouth and shit. And like, and like, I don't know, over time, I mean, like YouTube was obviously like a huge component to like why I started beatboxing. But it was just like a lot of it was like supernatural. Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to like
Damn, we can't hear it. That sucks.
Yeah,
you can't hear it.
Nah,
Yeah,
if you,
try to
maybe
get
if you,
close.
Do you need me to get closer for you?
yeah, try doing that.
All right.
Oh. Come on. There's like a
That's so-
limiter on it or some shit.
Yeah, it's weird. We heard some of it. You definitely can beatbox. Hell yeah.
Dude, and I can do a mean weed whacker impersonation too.
Like a fucking
Like
and you
There
still
you
only
go.
heard part of it. Damn, man.
damn it,
That
man.
sucks. That's some bullshit.
Apparently Zoom doesn't like people who can friggin' lay down a beat.
Yeah, it's like
fuck.
when it doesn't detect words, it's like fuck you. It's just
Yeah, for real.
That's
Now it's like
crazy.
now I'm just gonna sound like a permanent robot from here on out. So.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Goddamn.
Bobby's back. Hey yo.
Nick is SpongeBob after he gets the heat taken off of him.
How you doing, Mr. SpongeBob?
Nick, are you all right?
Are you being held? Blink twice if you're okay.
What's
Right. Nick's being held hostage.
Yeah, something fucked up's happening in Nick's world.
Oh, that's oh.
Nick,
I
make
found
some
it.
noise so we can see it.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Hello.
Oh, my microphone has been off this whole time.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, did it switch to my webcam mic?
You were screaming.
Hold up.
God damn it. Nick.
Screaming. Holy shit.
I don't think you can bust headphone speakers, but if you can, he just did it.
Okay, hold up. I think
Okay.
I think my elbow may have hit my gain knob and cranked it up all the way. Is this better?
Much better.
A lot better. And
How about now? Is this
Oh,
okay?
no.
That's terrible. Don't do that.
Dude,
Oh god.
you're a head ass.
That's what he did with his bass. He just turned it all the way up to like 12.
Right? Fucking blew his shit out. Oh man.
I know he's changed his shit. All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, you're back. And you're not screaming at us.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I got PTSD. I thought I did something wrong. Like, oh shit. I'm in
Is
trouble.
Bobby gone again?
No, he's here.
Oh god.
Oh, what is this? Oh, here we go.
Oh, I wish we could see Nick because
That's crazy looking.
Dude, Nick, you're gonna
Give
make
us a
me kiss my
360.
fucking-
I like
360.
the calendar model that was up. You should put him back up. He was looking sexy.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Now you got to talk so YouTube can see.
Hi.
What's his name?
Sir Sins.
That's such a quick transition.
Oh my god.
I thought last week's podcast was ignorant. This is ignorant as.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Dude, the funniest shit I've ever seen. He turned himself into a pickle.
Oh
That's
my
not even good.
All right.
Hmm.
This is how we're going the rest of the time.
Mike Wazowski.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's all right. Bet.
Yeah, that's it together, dude. Oh.
So yeah, we recorded everything live.
Parker's trying to reel it back in.
Yeah,
Right.
so actually we have a music video out for Let Me See, and we all come from the same pit, right? No, right?
No, almost.
Oh, but what's the one with Let Me See? We have it's just Let Me See. But that video is actually just a live recording. That's us recording the album.
Yeah.
Like that's the legitimate recording of us doing it. And Ethan's older brother, Mac, came in with a camera and just filmed us as we played.
Cool.
And-
Hell yeah. That's legit.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was an actual video of the recording or if it was like a separate shoot. So that's cool that
Oh, yeah.
he just captured what y'all were doing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got one of those gimbal things or whatever they're called, and yeah, he did a very good job.
I like
Yeah,
the vibe of it. Oh,
The video is just the full take. Yeah. The original recorded take.
Are you drinking natural
How
light?
the fuck do you guys do these?
Natty Light, baby. 30 pack.
Oh,
It's alcoholic's favorite beer.
Come on.
oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like the vibe of it. Just I mean, in the studio, and especially since you just said that was the actual recording, and there's just people sitting around chilling, you know, like it's cool. That's a video.
Yeah, man. We recorded it in like 2 days. It was kind of sick.
The video for Let Me See.
No, the whole album.
Wait, what?
Oh wow.
We
It's kind of 1.5 days almost.
yeah, I mean the second day was hardly a full day, but the first day was essentially us just going in at like 5, and we were there until like 2 a.m. or some shit, and we just recorded all the songs live. They bought us pizza. We ate pizza beforehand, drank a bunch of hams, and
Guinness. I brought some Guinness.
yeah, we just went hard with the beer, and we recorded a whole instrument in one night. And then we came back the next day and we did vocals and overdubs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really badass.
That's fast.
Yeah. And Nick was the Kung Fu Panda the whole time.
That is true. Oh, I thought the hand would actually.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And how long did y'all jam those songs out before hitting the studio to be able to nail it that tight? In like a day and a half.
Man,
What
I
do
feel
you
like
think?
Well, we were playing. What? We were playing a couple live before we even recorded it. Like we had,
Yeah, like
we had Let Me See down since probably November.
yeah, let me see
Yeah.
something we were playing for maybe like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and of course, like the songs we got done earlier, because, it didn't all come at once. And then I'd say probably we had a month and a half of the entire album of just practicing it before recording it, of everything done, while like some songs we practiced for longer because they were done longer.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's always the issue of like, there's a point where we were practicing songs, like we'd have band practice, we'd have to practice for an upcoming show, but also at the same time, like we're working towards a new album. So it's kind of hard to go in between practicing for like 7 hours and then doing this set. Like if we did the set that we were going to do and practice for that, and then went into like continuing the album, it would have taken a really long time. Like just
Yeah.
being in the practice space. So we kind of, almost kind of had to wait till the shows started to slow down for us so we could hammer out the album. But I'd say probably a month and a half of full album complete. No, because we were going to record it in November. Did we record in November?
Maybe.
Yeah, we did. Because then the Present Age went on tour in early December.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded right before Thanksgiving.
But we had a lot. No, we didn't. We didn't record in November. That you're way off.
Oh,
Did
dude,
we
no,
record
we
in
recorded
January?
No,
We
we
recorded in
like,
fucking like March.
yeah, March. It was like
What?
end of, yeah,
Yeah.
it was like March 20 freaking 8th or something.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
playing, we were
Okay, now I
playing
remember.
a good. We had a good amount of the songs like started in November, and then we've had it all wrapped up, like, you know.
No, we recorded early March because that was my sister's birthday, and it was like right after Allie and I broke up.
Life moves
Yeah.
pretty fast.
But yeah, that's when we actually recorded. But
Were we supposed to record it in November?
yeah, I think we wanted to record it in January, and then we couldn't
Oh.
because we weren't done because we were playing shows and we couldn't practice it. And there was some practices where we literally would play our set, and then we would just practice the new album afterwards. We just like do double duty just to get like just to play them. So yeah, we were just grinding.
Dude,
Yeah.
grinding to the
hard.
core.
So with all this grinding and talk about recording and putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it, if you could have it your ideal way, how would you want someone to listen to this album from beginning to end? Like headphones on, lights off, like how would you want them to listen to it?
Vinyl
At a live show.
which will be out soon. Vinyl on a really loud stereo.
Yeah,
or
man.
just come to a show.
Or show. Show's number 1, vinyl number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Headphone number 3.
Headphone number
Or
3.
if you have a good speaker system in your car.
And or home.
See, I put headphone over vinyl because I don't like records yet. But
Nick does like records. He's just Buzz Lightyear. Futuristic fuck.
Dude, I cannot handle this shit.
It's a lot going on right now.
I know,
It
but
is
it's
tripping
so
me the fuck
goddamn
out.
funny.
Fucking minions with a beard.
Yeah,
It's Heisenberg.
That's Heisenberg.
Oh
man.
shit.
Oh,
That's pull apart.
Oh god.
that one's lame.
You got Pornhub on your head?
It says you're cute. That's kind of lame though.
It's not mine. Your ex-girlfriend might say
SpongeBob.
otherwise. I'm not
SpongeBob.
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 All right, I'm gonna stop doing this. I feel like it's too much of a distraction.
It really is, man. Just pick a lane, dude.
Don't post this. Don't post this, please.
Too late.
Too late. I was about to say the same thing.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh shit.
And whose idea was it for y'all to sell like prints of your previous shows at shows?
Our so Leah, our lead guitarist's wife, Lane, they just like started printing these photos because they were taking the photos, and they were like, well, why don't we just sell them at shows and help you guys like kind of earn money towards what we have been saving towards, which is pressing of vinyl. And yeah, so just kind of contributed that bit of merch item because we've been using those photos for so long. So it's like, if we can sell physical versions of it, why not? And like, I think we were all kind of skeptical about it. We were like, will we sell these? Like, are people going to buy these? And they really do. People really like them.
Yeah, like, I mean, I didn't think we'd personally, I don't know who would want a picture of me hanging on their wall or like a picture of any of us, but it's probably the most merch we've ever sold in such a short amount of time, if you're going to call it merch.
Yeah.
It's a
But
really cool. Oh, go on. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say, like we sell at least, I'd say probably 2 prints a show on average, right? I don't know how well we did yesterday, but I know at the other shows, like people have been buying them up. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's unique. You know, if I'm in saw a local band or touring band, whatever, like, and they had that, I'd be like, oh yeah, let me get one of these or snag a couple.
Yeah.
It feels very personal.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know how big they are, but I mean, even not even hanging it up on the wall, like maybe putting on your laptop as a laptop sticker or some shit.
I think they're 9x11, right? Just a normal sheet of paper size.
Yeah, I think they're like 8x11 like pieces of paper.
But it's like
size.
really high quality prints. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Like a
cool as shit. And what
It's
else
quite
is
a-
cool? I'm sorry. Like I was like, oh, let him talk, and he didn't talk. And yeah, I think we had the same mindset in that instance. I like that y'all also got matching tattoos. I don't know who all got them, but that's badass.
Everybody.
Everyone but Nick Morrissey has one now.
Yeah.
Nick
That's-
Parker, me, and Leo were the first three. Then we did
Yep.
Ethan yesterday, 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at around like I don't know 2:00 p.m.
And then play
Nice
the
and
show.
fresh. It's looking. You guys want? It's looking really good,
Yeah. Cleaned it or lotioned it.
dude. I've been taking extra good care of it.
I didn't
That's it.
lotion mine once.
Let me flip this ish.
Hey.
And
Womp,
talk
womp,
again,
womp,
Ethan.
womp. What's that?
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
so you show up.
Give us all the details of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, can you see it now?
It's
Yes.
Epic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Parker did it and he did such a good job, and like it's crazy that it feels really smooth, it's not really crusty either.
Wait, did you really do that, Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like attaching my name to it, but
I apologize.
Hey, you should see how
Too late.
It's just
you should see how bad the one is on Parker's leg.
no, yeah, I'm not a
No, yeah.
experienced tattoo artist. I am not good at it by any means. I know how to get the ink into the skin.
No,
So it's
Yeah,
there.
this is a Covenant Shoobie thing only, So
Yeah.
See,
It's
that's-
kind of
I do feel
nasty.
bad. I feel bad because Parker definitely has the worst Shoobie tattoo, and I'm the one that gave it to him.
I don't think it's the worst. Mine's
no, it
mine's
looks
not
good.
bad.
I think you did a good
Okay.
job, Nick.
Talk, Parker.
backwards, but
Look at the B. Look at the B in the eye. Parker had to redo the eye because I just went as quick as I could.
And we didn't get to see it because Parker wasn't talking.
Oh,
but...
oh.
yeah, you gotta
Talky,
talk.
talk. There it is.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that looks good. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. I think I fucked up Nick's because it was the first ever tattoo I've ever done that with a gun ever.
I think y'all are just being really modest and hard on yourselves. But because it's like I got really drunk with our drummer one time and he had a tattoo gun. I was like, tattoo dead blow on my foot because I know it's gonna be shitty. I don't want people to see it, but it's our thing. So y'all have y'all's thing.
Hell yeah.
Parker, you should show him the other one we have that match.
Oh yeah, Nick and I both got this as well together.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Speak again, Parker.
We got the coolest, the very coolest.
Hell yeah, I used to draw those all the time in middle school and shit.
All the time.
I
Yeah,
just
I
don't
would
want to
never
take
draw
my.
it.
Chains. You'd like connect them all. That's what I used to do.
Mhm.
That too.
I'd have to take my pants off to show the tattoos, and I don't want to do that.
Down. That sucks. You just teased us.
All right, fine.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. that's
Oh.
not good.
Bro, this
Can you
is
see it?
very
Yeah,
NSFW right now.
Can you hear my microphone? Oh, my leg's cramping. Oh God.
I don't think it looks bad. That's your first ever tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all did great jobs.
Oh yeah, Parker slayed mine, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Ethan's, I feel like I felt a little bit more comfy.
But damn, that shit was quite painful, I'll tell you. But the pain is beauty,
Pain is pleasure.
I
Isn't
tell
it
you what,
beauty
like,
is
if it-
pain?
Right.
And I think if it was like perfectly straight lines and didn't have like that wavy quality to it, it wouldn't feel like Shoobie.
Yeah,
You
I think
You trying to say we suck? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm saying you're
I'm
wavy.
kidding.
You're not straight lines.
I'm sorry. Oh, my mic stand's falling.
I have
But
no
yeah,
clue what the
there's
hell is
definitely,
going on right now.
There's definitely more of a that's kind of our aesthetic, I guess you could say. It fits that better when it's a little jagged and shitty.
For sure.
I won't say shitty, but definitely jagged. Like it just has a fucking free flow
Mick
feeling.
Mick Jagged.
Mick Jagged. Mick Jagged. Hell yeah. Like I said, I don't know shit about music. So like
Me too.
Bobby could probably put it much better than I could, but the riff switch up and let me see. That shit is hard as fuck.
Dude, thank you. Yeah, that's really fun, like to play live, at least for me.
That's
Yeah,
stressful.
Yeah, it is stressful. I came up with, because we had Let Me See, and it was just that kind of initial riff. Like even when we played it live early on, we just played that initial riff that's been, and we didn't have any like switch, and we just ended that way, just kind of going soft, heavy, soft, heavy, soft, heavy.
Yeah.
And I was kind of annoyed by how boring that was, and I was just I've been listening to a lot of prog music and like stuff that has those weird breaks and kind of guitar runs. And I wrote this part that kind of fit in the song, and then we kind of jammed it out together, and I was like, I don't know, we all pulled it together because we just were like, we want to go from like a very like liquidy kind of like flowy song to like something that's very like staccato and like snappy.
Yeah.
And we're all in sync, and then
Yeah.
we'd go right into this big thing again. So
And
yeah,
it
it
was-
was feeling.
What's really interesting about that song too is like that song, like it's like we played it live once, and then like every single time that we've played it after that, like a new piece has been added to it, I feel like. And then eventually, like Parker said, I mean, like that part got added to it, and then the very end of the song, the chugging part, I feel like that got added on like a little later too, or something like that. But I don't know, like it was because I remember like when we first started playing that we didn't do that chugging part, you know. But yeah, it was,
And we could never end it.
yeah.
It was always part. That little gallopy thing was always something that like, honestly, I was writing like a bass part with that same note structure just for fun because I had just bought a bass, and I was writing like another like doomy sounding song, and that doomy sounding song had that like gallop in it, and I was already playing that, and I was like, that's like right where Let Me See is, and I don't know why I haven't seen it, and I'm like, why not just add that, and then add the extra notes from the original kind of riff.
Yeah, and like I guess kind of what Ethan was saying, where we do a different part, like it just kind of builds. Like now, even in between, like after it kind of slows down after that like funky part into the slow part, then into the fast part.
Yeah.
Like when we play it live, now we do a cover of Black Flag in between, so like in the middle of the song. And then we go into playing a Nervous Breakdown, and then we go back to then we go right into the fast part again.
What Black Flag song is it?
Nervous Breakdown.
Oh, I think you just said that.
It's okay.
I thought you were saying that you get nervous before. You did say
I mean that
you
too,
said it was
yeah.
stressful, so I was like, got you. Hell yeah. What the birds at the end of Darling Jesus, does that hold any significance?
Go ahead, Nick.
All right. So I'm gonna take credit for the birds. I was I worked at a barbecue restaurant, and I was we just got like the new mixes back, and so I had my headphones in, and I was like putting meat in the smoker, and I was listening to Dialing Jesus, and then it was the end of the song, and it was doing the fade out, and I heard birds chirping like just outside, and I thought it was part of the song, was like, oh, that's awesome that Isaac did that. And then it was just real birds. So then I was like, that would be cool if there were birds there. So I had to because I'm a film student at school at UWO, so I have access to like a bunch of like, it was like we have folders on it's called Edit Share, and it's like so we can all access the same things. It's like a cloud pretty much, or a shared drive. I don't know. And then there's like a folder just with sound effects, and there's a folder with fair use, what's like public domain BBC bird sounds. And I think I sent Isaac, the guy who mixed and mastered it and everything, I think I sent him like 200 different bird sounds. I was like, yeah, good luck, find the ones that sound good. And then he did.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Isaac is the man.
Yeah, originally I had asked him, I was like, can you have it start as like one bird chirping, and then after 10 seconds of that, for 5 seconds, just like every like half second add another layer of birds until it's like so many sounds that it just sounds like static. He didn't end up doing that, but it was the original idea.
Hey, it's no easy job to be an engineer.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I'm
That's pretty-
happy he went with what he did because it sounds a lot better. My harebrained ideas sometimes suck.
I was about to say you could always do like a director's cut and like do the extended version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's, actually,
if you
it's
put
just 30
Nick in
minutes.
charge, it'd
Right.
be all farts and annoying noise.
Y'all think y'all could ever do that? Because I feel like y'all have that the kind of music where you could pull it off is do like a fucking 30-minute long ass song.
Oh yeah, I think it might be sooner than you think that we release something that's crazy like that.
When we used to play Endless Jaunt, it'd go on for like at least 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That song
15.
is about 7 to 8 minutes long. No, that song's actually like 9 minutes long.
Endless Jaunt?
I think so.
I don't know. I just know that every time we played it, it would just we never
We didn't know
figured out how to end it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, most of our songs on this album, I guess, like are closer to the 5-minute mark.
But live, I think that's what Ethan, and I could be wrong, Ethan, but I feel like that's where he's getting at is playing it
Yeah.
live. It goes on for like 8 or
It
9
like
minutes.
literally, that's
practice.
kind of how it felt like. And like Nick said, it's like we it's hard to find that ending point, and so it's like, but it's a fun song to just like for each of us to sort of like take turns doing stuff. And like I don't know, like since playing music, I've been a lot more comfortable with like doing fills. So like I don't know. I mean, if we ever played that again, I feel like that would be more fun to like take turns doing like solo-y stuff. But I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that song has no ending point to it. So
Hell yeah.
it's
And,
It's the
You know.
endless jaunt for a reason.
Yep.
exactly, yeah.
And I didn't catch up on all the lyrics, Parker, but do you mind going in with Dialing Jesus and exactly what it's about?
Well, unfortunately, Dialing Jesus was written by Leah and sang by Leah, and that's more of like a perspective from them, I would say. But from what I've gathered, from what Leah has told me, it's kind of the relationship between being a transgender woman in like modern society with like a very strong Christian presence in like your community. And yeah, it's essentially just like without having to dive into it and be a voice necessarily, because I don't think I have the proper knowledge to really truly explain it. That's like a good general explanation of it.
Hell yeah, I love that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic song. Like it's one of the brighter points in the album, although it kind of has a darker subject matter. But I mean, I love every song on the record, but yeah, that's one of the good ones right there.
Really fun to play live too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all are I was gonna say y'all are a very live band. Which song off the new album is probably your most favorite to play live?
That's a good. Well,
Among Us.
I think for me, it's between We All Come From the Same Pit, or I really like playing Go Away anyway, because I've been making everyone sit down when we play that live, and then I'd like to start standing up when it's building up to the heavy part. Then I jump up in the air, and everyone tends to follow. It's pretty entertaining for me.
Pretty gnarly.
We All Come From the Same Pit's fun because I stand on Ethan's bass drum usually.
Yeah, I guess for me, I would definitely have to say Go Away Anyway is a favorite. Just because like even when I just listen to it, it like always puts me in like a really like good mood. And like when it hits like the chorus part, it just feels like fireworks are fucking going off. Like that's like what I imagine, at least like when I play that shit live, and I just go like fucking berserk, just like raw. I'm riding that fucking ride cymbal and shit. But Let Me See, honestly, too, is like
That is a good one, yeah.
it's between Go Away Anyway and Let Me See, just because like it's really fun to like play a song that has like so many layers to it, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's probably my good answer for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it might be like a Making Sense, Let Me See, Living It Up. Making Sense because it's like a really a really well structured song, and I like playing it a whole lot. Let Me See because it's just a ripper, and we get to play Nervous Breakdown live inside of it, which really like stokes me the fuck out.
Yeah,
but
it's so nuts.
Recently, because we just released it on Thursday, and we kind of just did full playthroughs of the album. We did speed runs of the album. We did zero shortcut, zero death runs of the album, and we played Living It Up. And when we played that live, it was pretty fucking massive. It sounded really sick.
It was like two of these easy.
Yeah.
That song is very difficult for me because my hand, I'd have to like stretch like this and do like walk downs really fast, and it sucks.
I have a very easy time with that.
Dude. God damn, your fucking hand freaking me out, man.
That's some big ass hand.
That is fucked, dude.
Oh, it's not working.
Some big ass hands, and they can't see it. They saw it for a little bit though.
I'm talking big hand.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
that song is just like a really crazy like run down the board. It's just like
right.
Yeah, and it's really fun. Like, I don't know, like in the writing process of that, like I was trying to figure out how I would like play the drums to that, and I was like, I don't know, it made sense to match the like with the and then just like
yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds like it almost sounds like the drums are like glitching in the background, and they're like stopping on one beat really quick. Like,
bro, I took the red pill during that song. You know what I mean? And like, there's definitely a glitch in the matrix, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Yeah, big time, big time.
Actually, I do not.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when a rapper is doing an interview. I hate it. Then they won't say shit, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, man, that one was funny." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, we don't know what you're saying. You just ask you a question. Like,
Yeah.
Like, give us an answer, and we will know what you're saying. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
I do know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Hellhound, I would say that might be my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, I
Really?
definitely agree with that.
That's cool.
You know what? I'm
that
gonna
was-
take credit for that too.
No.
I said we should redo it.
Okay. You can take credit for redoing it.
Sorry, that's all Parker.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Yeah, the original recording was like on your iPhone, and you just randomly uploaded it to Spotify, right?
Yeah, I didn't even tell anybody. I just recorded it on GarageBand, and I sent it to Leah because I was like, "Hey, can you like mix and master this and maybe add some keys to it?" And so Leah added some keys to it, and then she sent it back, and I just uploaded it without telling anybody. And yeah, the original, the first recording of it was just like a GarageBand thing I did on my iPhone. And that's still up. It's the black cover with the like dog and the devil costume, which I have just dropped on the shelf. But when you go check it out, this is the dog I took a little photo of. I gotta find that.
Right there.
Oh, cool.
So,
So, yeah, I just took a picture of it and then like edited the picture. But yeah, that's a little doggy. That's the Hellhound.
That's badass.
yeah.
And one thing I like about the song too is it was so like ambient and like dreamy, which is kind of
Yeah.
like a juxtaposition against the name, because a hellhound you think of being like crazy aggressive and like torturous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the naming of it is just kind of more so kind of like the idea of like lyrically the song fucking is depressing.
Do you mind doing a dive into it?
Wait, real quick. I gotta sneak away. I'm being called for dinner. I'm so sorry.
Wait, are you leaving us for good? Because if so, we'll say bye. Love you.
Yeah, I think I got to.
All right, thanks
It's
for joining
okay.
us.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
thanks for-
Sorry I have to leave early. I thought dinner would be later. But
Later, skater.
It's all right, Spud.
all right.
Go Sprout.
I hope there's no potatoes for dinner. That's all I'm saying. All right. Bye. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
Later.
You as well.
All right. Have
Bye,
fun. Treat Parker and Ethan well.
Try our best.
They're in good hands.
I trust you
All
guys.
safe.
Is he gone? Did he leave?
He's gone.
Thank God. I was dying. Like, ugh, I
Yeah,
could not
yeah.
handle
Fuck
myself.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm glad that it happened. That
Yeah,
was
definitely.
awesome.
That was fun.
That
That was a good time.
that definitely needed to happen. But Hellhound.
Yeah.
You want to do a little deep dive on the lyrics on that? Because you kind of laughed about it.
Yeah, more so because it's like pretty overtly just like as much as it's like I don't know, it's kind of obvious what it is about, I guess. So I encourage just folks listen to it. But yeah, it was mainly just like struggling with the emotion or like the initial response to like that feeling of being unexplainably sad or not wanting to be around, kind of thing. And it's just kind of like a howl in the night essentially over those feelings, and that's kind of where the title comes from, Hellhound, and kind of like that not even that it actually has a real life application, that phrase, but to me when I thought of the word and the idea of a hellhound, I thought of like somebody chasing hell, like somebody who's like constantly getting themselves into shitty situations. And yeah, that in my mind with the idea of it kind of being like I kind of just say the same thing. So it kind of is just something being yelled into the air, kind of like a howl, like a dog. And it's like, yeah, just a howl of anguish in the form of a kind of like a ambient country song.
And I don't know why, but like, and I think a lot of it is because of the synth, but like, you know, whenever I listen to like songs, sometimes I get like visuals in my head of like, you know, like a score in a, you know, scene of a movie or something, like, or a song in the scene of a movie. Anyway, it like reminds me of like a motel or something like that, you know, like with the synth in the beginning and stuff like that, like just like a vacancy sign flashing or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, that song is very cool and very fun and
Hell yeah.
well written, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, before we get off here, is there anything that y'all wanna one last message to your lovers, friends, haters, enemies, or anyone in between?
I don't know. I think as far as the releasing the record is concerned and doing that, like, thank you to Isaac Lamers and Logan Lamers and the Present Age, Nigel and Brandon. Those guys were really nice and helped us get through a night and a half of recording and put out some of the most meaningful songs I think I've ever wrote, and some of the most kind of like catalog friendly. I've been saying it, but it's the most like Shoobie album I think I've ever written with the band, and yeah, and those guys really made it possible. And big shout out to my boss Adam for kind of helping me kind of figure out that we can accomplish you know, pressing a vinyl, which we're gonna do in the future, and just kind of taking music a little bit more seriously, and giving myself kind of the credit I deserve when I really wasn't so positive about it. So those people, very thank you. Obviously my friends and family, Kayla, my fiance, for dealing with my bullshit. And yeah, that's what I got. Nothing to the haters though. They can go and starve. They can't feed off my negativity.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I love vinyl. So when y'all press it, let me know. I'll pick one up.
Oh,
I
for
would-
sure.
I would definitely like to thank, you know, Mac and Lane, and just like, I guess just every photographer too that has like, you know, taken photos at our show and just been like generous enough to like want to do that. And like,
Shout out to Dylan Bumgarner. I think
yeah,
I think for sure. But yeah, he came and shot for us at like the Majestic and the Rave, and he's gone out of his way to kind of interject himself into the scene as well, shooting for other bands that we're friends with. So like really some good artists. Tavian and Olene in Madison, who started booking shows at a place called the Copa in Fitchburg.
so sick.
Yeah, it's the people who are really like just passionate about the scene and the music and just want to facilitate it, like, good fucking people.
Yeah,
Those people deserve the shout out.
yeah, and like definitely, I think that this like speaks for like all of our parents in the band, but like, you know, it's cool that they are, you know, open and accepting of us to like pursue this thing. And you know, like, it's just nice to like have that support as well from them, because it definitely goes a long way. So thanks, fam.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a little
Plural.
bit, a
Fams,
little bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, this has been beautiful. Thank y'all for coming on. Bobby, if you don't mind letting these folks know what to do,
They black motherfuckers.
don't be wet.